Let me ask you this. What would you do if your ex, the same ex who swore on their daughter's life that they were done with you, sent you a private, explicit tape that didn't include you? Imagine that tape shows your ex's new flame in full HD, doing the most outrageous thing possible. Well, welcome to the circus, because that's exactly what Papoose just did. He sent Remy Ma the tape with Claressa's shields, and if that wasn't messy enough, guess what? Remy leaked it like a diss track, with no warning, no blur, no mercy, and no mercy. Twitter exploded, Instagram blacked out, and even the algorithm blushed. Let's say even the algorithm blushed. The million-dollar question is, though, was this petty retaliation a desperate bid for attention, or was something much darker going on behind the scenes? You send that kind of tape to Remy Ma, and you already know it's not going to stay private. So buckle up. We've got tea, tension, and leaked footage hotter than a stolen OnlyFans file. Let's blow this story wide open. It began with a simple airdrop, request in a dimly lit backstage hallway at the BET Awards. But what appeared on Remy Ma's phone wasn't just a blurry selfie or a meme. Instead, it was a full-blown private tape of explicit personal high-definition papooses and Chlora shields in what can only be described as an SFW history. The worst part is that he sent it, according to people close to the situation, to show Remy Ma that he had moved on, not just emotionally, but also intimately. Let's fast forward for those who are new to this ghetto soap opera. The rumors had been swirling for months about Claressa Shields, a two-time Olympic gold medalist who was undefeated in the ring and now allegedly undefeated in stealing rays. Man. However, the tape was different. It was the smoking gun, the nuclear warhead of receipts, and Papoose allegedly handed it to Remy himself. What did she do? The internet already knows she leaked it, and not just a snippet, according to digital forensic nerds on Reddit. Remy Ma just posted Papoose's homemade Cinemax film like it's a mixtape trailer. One user, not Claressa, said, "Y'all, when I would have burned his car and lit the footage on fire, I did not share it." 50 Cent naturally reposted a still from the tape with the caption, "Remy Dunn turned into a world star LMAO. She isn't playing with you all." Nicki Minaj was surprisingly silent until she liked a video. Celebrities would rush to deny, delete, or at the very least DM a lawyer. Claressa stole the man, and now Remy has her entire soul on Dropbox. But wait, how did Papoose even have a tape like that? According to sources, Papoose and Claressa recorded the video during a romantic vacation in Turks and Caicos last month, ostensibly to celebrate Claressa's most recent victory in a fight. An anonymous resort employee informed us that they were extremely loud, leading us to believe they were filming a music video, but it turned out to be something else entirely. This is where things get weird. Why would Papoose, a man who has been so private and protective, send that tape to his ex-wife? A close insider, claiming to be Remy's cousin's hairstylist, told us that Papoose felt betrayed when he discovered that Remy had been sneaking around with Easy the Block captain once more after the court case mess, and he wanted to show her what loyalty looks like. Like on tape? Yes, you heard that right. The Easy saga is far from over. Remy may have denied cheating in court, but her phone activity, which was allegedly tracked by a third-party spyware, told a very different story. According to sources, Papoose held onto the tape like an emotional grenade, but instead of throwing it in silence, he mailed it to the queen of petty herself. Remy didn't hesitate. She uploaded it with a tag, and nobody said anything, so he dropped the bomb, and abruptly everything fell apart. You know how some tapes leak and people act as though they're shocked? No, even bloggers who normally don't mind their business, like Tasha K, went full DEFCON 1. This is the messiest and most insane celebrity meltdown we've seen since Kanye, revealed Kim on stage. Anonymous insider at the Shade Room. But the fallout didn't just affect blogs, it also affected brands. Claressa Shields was reportedly in negotiations with Nike for a commercial, but according to leaks, the deal is on indefinite hold while it is reviewed further. Papoose, on the other hand, has reportedly been fired by his management not because of the tape itself, but rather because he gave it to someone who would undoubtedly leak it. The New York Post even ran a headline about the drama surrounding Ray and Papoose, but the one thing that nobody anticipated was that Remy never apologized, denied it, or deleted it. When asked if she regretted posting it by a TMZ cameraman outside an NYC bodega, Remy allegedly turned and said, "You leak my name in bed, I leak your face online." Mike then asked. But it gets worse because just hours after the leak went viral and millions of people reposted blurry, censored clips on TikTok and Twitter, a second file started to circulate. This one was different. It was professionally edited with multiple camera angles, background music, and soft lighting. The file name was Papoose Claressa Final MP4, which raises the question, was this first leak just the beginning? Or did someone inside their circle start repackaging the drama and monetize it? If so, who is behind it? By the time the first video reached 1 million downloads, people stopped asking what happened and instead asked who leaked it first. When the second professionally edited version began to circulate, everything changed. Abruptly, it no longer looked like a messy breakup leak. Instead, it looked like a full-on production. Let's face it, someone wanted this to go viral. But the big question is still who actually leaked the tape because, as you can see from a leaked screenshot posted to a Threads gossip page, Remy was just as shocked as everyone else. They read, "Wait, where TF did the music come from?" Let's begin with the suspects. According to anonymous insiders, Mariah, Clarissa's assistant, had access to Claressa's personal iCloud for calendar management and file transfers. She also allegedly had a tense relationship with Claressa after being passed over for a raise and replaced as her full-time handler. Finally, in one now-deleted TikTok live, Mariah was allegedly heard saying, "Some people don't deserve loyalty. Some people don't respect the real ones that built them." This isn't proof, but it certainly gives revenge energy. The hype man has been strangely quiet throughout all of this. No tweets, no statements, nothing shady like that. But here's what makes him suspicious. According to leaked direct messages, DJ Nino had multiple copies of the raw tape because he was helping Pap set up a private subscription platform that never launched. They were allegedly planning to launch a paid site. Now, the story takes a different turn. What if Papoose didn't just send the tape to Remy as a warning? What if Remy leaked it, or seemed to be involved in the plan? An industry insider who asked to remain anonymous told us, "I don't think Pap expected it to blow up like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted the story to leak in pieces. They were all playing chess, but forgot the internet plays checkmate." Meanwhile, Remy Ma's PR team released a brief statement stating that any content circulating online was not published by Reminisce Smith or her authorized representatives. Legal action is being explored. Translation: don't blame us, but if you do, we have lawyers. Speaking of lawyers, rumors have it that Claressa Shields has already hired legal counsel, not only to sue Remy, but possibly Papoose as well. Insiders claim that Claressa feels ambushed and exploited, claiming that she never gave her consent for any tape to be made public or edited, and that she texted Papoose saying, "I trusted you. It wasn't just a joke or clapback. You weaponized me. Yikes." In full meltdown mode, according to sources, she canceled 2 press appearances, unfollowed both Papoose and Remy Ma, and even erased a reel from the BET Awards red carpet. However, if Clarice is upset, she's not alone because Ray's fans are divided. Some see her as the victim, while others don't. Here's what's trending under the hashtag #YoRemy She did what any woman would do when a man tried to humiliate her. Bet? Why keep the tape though? Why open it? Why leak it? This is messier than Zeus Network. Remy has always been savage, but this sis took it to a whole new level. And while the internet debates, some genius began selling merchandise with the slogan PCS Raw Private Claressa. Savage. And it sold out in less than 48 hours. We're talking about hoodies, mugs, and even air fresheners. More to this leak than just sex, betrayal, and poor choices. It turns out that Papoose may have unintentionally contributed to this mess by using AirDrop to transfer the file while backstage, but the device it was connected to wasn't Ray's phone. Rather, it was a production iPad used for scheduling events and lighting cues. A technician, speaking anonymously, claimed that he thought he sent the file to Remy, but it ended up on a shared device. "I saw the entire thing pop up with a thumbnail, and my manager told me to shut it down before it was too late, so let's be clear. Instead, that file ends up in a synced folder where someone recognizes the tape and rips it. It goes viral, but wait, it gets deeper because at the exact moment this error was discovered, an anonymous Reddit account called Shields Exposed 2025 uploaded the edited version, not the raw one, not the accidental leak, complete with background music and even a thank you for watching screen. Theories of everything from industry plants to Papoose faking the entire thing to launch a web subscription site. But the craziest theory yet, and it's gaining traction quickly, was Clara. On it, some fans unearthed an old Instagram Live from 2 weeks ago in which Claressa jokes, "Brah, coincidence foreshadowing scripted rollout?" We don't know yet, but we do know that lawyers are circling, brands are polling endorsements, and trust is dead. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, a third video file began trending. This one was purportedly recorded by Remy Ma herself, and it shows a full-screen recording of the tape being opened, watched, and uploaded with her live commentary in the background. We're talking full-on narration. You see, this is what he thinks is going to hurt me? Well, watch it. Hit the upload button, and the clip fades out. The file was named Revenge Final on Mica.mp4 and has already been taken down from Twitter 5 times. But we all know that once it's online, it will never truly disappear. So now we're left with chaos, with everyone blaming others, no one taking responsibility, and fans demanding answers. If this was all part of a rollout, someone was making money, and if not, the damage isn't done yet. If you thought the leak was the climax, think again. Within 48 hours, Remy Ma received a cease and desist letter from Claressa Shields' legal team, which was 3 pages long and filled with legalese. One sentence in particular stood out: the unauthorized distribution of intimate visual content without written consent. Consanguinity is a felony in several jurisdictions. Boom. Retaliation tape or not, Remy was in hot water, but her legal team didn't back down. They said that Ms. Smith didn't film, edit, or monetize the content in question, and that any distribution attributed to her is speculative and unsupported by verified digital forensics translation. Prove it. Meanwhile, Claressa wasn't done scheming, and she filed a civil suit in federal court, claiming emotional distress, brand damages, and breach of trust damages, seeking $5 million. But wait, Papoose wasn't exempt. In her filing, they named him as a co-defendant, claiming that by recording, storing, and purposefully distributing the tape, whether directly or through a third party Mr. Shummaki acted recklessly without consent. Yes, Papoose was sued by his girlfriend, and during the court proceedings, the internet was ablaze with Reddit forums, Twitter threads, Instagram lives, and even YouTube lawyers who jumped on the case with one viral video titled, "Can Remy go to jail for leaking Clean's tape?" The answer might be that if it can be proven that she knowingly distributed revenge porn even without making money off of it, some states consider that a crime. However, the most outrageous part of the story is that, in addition to the now confirmed iMessage thread screenshots leaked via a very bold turn, Papoose sent Remy a 13-minute voice memo. It's devastating. The voice memo, purportedly titled "Just So You Know, MP4, features Papoose spilling out a twisted, broken confession. "I sent it so you could see that I tried to move on. But even when I'm with her, I still hear your voice and see your shadow, bro." But the worst part is that he adds, "If you leak it, I won't stop you." You can hear the heartbreak, the guilt, and somehow a strange sense of permission. Distribution of private content. Bet was unaware of any such transfer before the leak. But that's not even the crazy part. A BET insider leaked surveillance footage of Remy, Papoose, and Claressa backstage minutes before the tape was allegedly sent. The footage doesn't have any audio, but it shows Papoose handing his phone to a vet technician. Fans are yelling, or did Papoose intentionally plant the file on a public device knowing it would leak, just not knowing it would leak that hard? If so, did Claressa ever truly agree to be filmed? A third, never-before-seen screenshot just surfaced on blogs, showing a blurry image of Claressa looking directly at the camera while mouthing the words, "If legit, that's the nail in the coffin." Consent was never given for the tape to leave private storage, which means Ray's leak could implicate Papoose too. But let's go even deeper because a surprise character entered the story, Easy the block captain. Yes, him again. He went live on Instagram, sitting in his car hoodie up face serious. Here's what he said. "Manned when people play games with hearts? Nobody wins. I warned her about Pap, I told her not to go back. Now everybody out here looking crazy, fans went wild." Is he talking about Remy? He warned her, bro. How does he keep ending up in this mess? Some even speculated that Easy might have been the one who gave Remy the tools to upload the tape safely without tracing it back to her. One Redditor posted, "Easy got battle rap bars, you all think he can't. Teach someone how to hide an IP, but here's the last twist. Right before Claressa filed her lawsuit, a 4th version of the tape appeared. This one was completely blurred, with only text overlays and quotes from Papoose's voice memo. "I tried, I failed. I still love you." At the end, it fades to black and displays a single line that reads, "You can't fix what you filmed," with millions of views in less than an hour. At the time of writing, it was still trending. As a result, Papoose has vanished, leaving behind no social media posts, statements, or appearances. According to close insiders, Remy Ma posted a single Instagram story the following day, and the day after that, she posted a black screen with white text. Closure costs more than forgiveness. What I want to ask you is this: if your ex sent you a tape like that without your consent, unhinged and fully explicit, would you leak it, burn it, sue them, or walk away as if it never happened? This story isn't just about celebrities being messy, it's about power, pride, and the absurd lengths people will go to prove they've moved on while still obviously holding on. We watched a 15-year marriage dissolve in public, and we saw Claressa as a world leader. It's your turn now, backhand index pointing right. If you enjoy drama, tea, and the craziest stories they tell, please like this video, subscribe, and enable notifications. We saw Papoose give up privacy, loyalty, and possibly his entire brand in order to hurt someone back, but ultimately, who really won?